I'm late.
No, you got here right on time.
No, I'm late.
It's the Late Show.
Sorry, I'm late.
You're too late!
The wizard is never late.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm gonna see the show.
But not to come late. You are late.
You're late, man. Always late, huh?
The hour grows late.
You're late. I'm not paying for those.
But is he already too late to save his friends?
You're too late.
And I'm like, dude.
You're not going from Mary Poppins to a savage killer.
I would say yes, it lives up to the hype. What little hype I had for it was pretty damn good.
I know he fucking said it's supposed to be Jif,
Yeah,
but
so
it's
he's
not
correct.
Jif. No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Tom,
he is.
The people who made Viagra were originally trying to make a heart medication. They were wrong.
Okay,
Works
well,
better as Viagra.
It's still pronounced Jeff.
It's not.
It is.
It's
Awesome.
pronounced Jif and GIF. I will.
It's pronounced
I will fault
Jife.
that. Jife?
Jife.
Well, now you're just
Jife or
correct.
Gife.
Sorry, what?
Jife or Gife.
Gife? You're gonna say that in the same room as me right now?
Yeah, I am.
Like it's okay?
Yeah.
Just say Gife out loud?
Yeah. What are you going to do about it?
I'm gonna kill my cat.
God damn, that's extreme.
Yeah, but I don't know what else to do. You've put me in such a rage that I cannot even figure out how to handle my feelings. So now I have to kill my cat. Is that your toes?
That was my ankle. That one was my neck.
You're gross. Wasn't even on mic. That was lame.
How was this not on mic?
Well, that one was. Just
The
talking
first-
about your ankle.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't give a shit about the ankle one.
Your uncle.
The neck crack was on mic.
So is that.
That didn't work that time.
That was horrible.
Fucked up.
Use your index finger. It's better.
I usually do it with my thumb, but I'm not going to try a second time.
It's not as good. Do the finger. You get a better.
Yeah.
You get more twang out of it.
Yeah, I don't.
That's how I did most of the sound effects for Friction Makes Fire. It's like,
Nice.
and I would record it on my phone, send it to myself in an email, and then download it, then import it into Premiere.
And it got so compressed all the way along. Nah, probably not.
No, is that 96? It wasn't at 96.
So what movie are we talking about today? It's late to the show.
I don't want to talk about a movie today.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for listening, folks.
All right. Okay. Favorite cartoon character, real quick. Go.
Favorite cartoon character, SpongeBob SquarePants.
All right. Do a SpongeBob impression.
Oh, God, I can't.
No, go ahead. Do it.
I can do Patrick.
No, SpongeBob.
I can't do
I
SpongeBob.
said SpongeBob.
I can't do SpongeBob.
Just try it.
No.
Try it.
I'm
Do
gonna-
it.
No, because it's not going to sound even remotely correct.
You do yours, and I'll do mine.
All right, you first.
No.
Yeah.
You just do it first. Don't be a baby.
Bastard, you put me on the spot. No, I can't. I don't
Just
have. I don't.
fucking do
I don't
it.
have a SpongeBob imitation. It's not SpongeBob. It's just me being high pitched.
Then do it.
I'm ready. It was a fucking terrible SpongeBob. Thank
fine.
you for making me do that. Your
You're
turn.
welcome. See, I just do the laugh. It's no better.
Yeah. No, I wasn't gonna say it was, but it was closer.
I just said do an impression. I didn't say do a fucking spot-on impersonation.
Anyways, I'm so glad we're starting this podcast with
With
so
an
many
argument?
arguments. This is like the second one.
It's GIF. All right, so this is Late
GIF.
to the Show podcast. We're Jon and Jake, and this week we are talking about the movie I Know That Voice.
No guest this week.
No guest. Although I will say, former guest Jordan Reeder was the first one to tell me about this movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've actually seen the last 5 minutes of it. Many moons ago.
So now you've seen the whole movie.
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
Dog shit. No, I liked it a
I
lot.
was gonna say, wow, really? You didn't like it at all?
Instantly, I hated it. I hated the last 5 minutes, and I hated the first hour and 30.
I was so visceral. I was in shock for a moment as to how to follow up. But no, yeah, I'm glad you really enjoyed it. Yeah,
No, I thought this movie was dope. I really like...
fascinating. The documentary was. No, sorry, not what you were saying.
All right. But I really like... well, fucking one, I really like cartoons.
Yeah.
But... and I'm 24. But...
Nothing wrong with that.
I've also always secretly wanted to be a voice actor.
Well,
Because that's it's like, I mean, this movie also confirmed it, that it just seems like an awesome job
yeah.
to have.
A lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of work, but so is anything worth doing.
That's a fair point.
All right, I'm quitting the podcast to be a voice actor starting now.
All right. See you, folks.
See you on Saturday morning, kids. I'll be in your favorite cartoons. Ah, that sounded menacing. I'll be in your favorite cartoons.
Ruining them.
What did you think of it, John? Had you seen it before?
Yes. This is probably the third time I've watched it.
Oh, really?
I really enjoy this documentary. It's a really nice, just kind of light, it's a light podcast. It's a light documentary. It's really interesting to kind of get that behind the scenes look at voice actors and what they do. And, it's not, especially if you're somebody who doesn't really care for documentaries and especially because they do kind of have a tendency to be very heavy. This is a very light one that I think just about anybody can enjoy.
Yeah, it's actually really fun. I mean, if you don't like documentaries, you should just watch it just to be like, oh shit, you do that stuff. You've done those people.
That voice.
Oh yeah, I do know that voice. But even I didn't realize that fucking Bart Simpson is also Chucky. Yeah. But then when you hear that lady talking, I can't remember her name.
Nancy Cartwright.
Thank you. When you hear her talking, though, you can hear both in it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh shit, there is Chucky there. Well, also their stuffed animals are right behind her too.
Yeah. They made sure you were aware of who
Each
was
person's.
Which helps because especially if you go into it not knowing who anybody is, they have the characters around them, so you can be like, oh shit,
yeah,
that's who does the voice of whoever.
Mm-hmm. I also thought it was funny how for some of the voice actors, they would when their lower thirds would come up and it would say their name and they're known for this
Voice actor, whatever.
Right. I was always surprised some of the shows that they picked for each person. Because I knew him from something else. I'm like, they went with that? The one guy got Batman Brave and the Bold.
Which guy?
He's the guy with the big ass head. And he had the bust behind him. He looked like he was in a house, not like a studio.
I'm trying to remember which guy that was.
He's also an actor. He's been in other shit. I didn't really know him as a voice actor.
I don't know. Just scroll through here. We've got the whole fucking list up. I mean, you could just search Batman the Brave and the Bold.
No.
Is that just thrown in the towel for you?
Yeah.
But anyways, one thing that I enjoyed too, though, is especially people who were in a lot of stuff or who were famous for a lot of things, they, every time their lower third showed up, it was something else that they had done.
Yeah.
A lot of people had multiple credits, voice actor, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Jim Cummings had a bunch of different lower thirds that came up with different jobs. But I guess it seemed like some of them were picking their more recent gigs.
Or more
all the people who had done Penguins of Madagascar.
Yeah.
I was like, why are they showing Penguins of Madagascar?
Well, I'm thinking that's when John DiMaggio started working on it.
Well, right, and then that's probably when he met
the...
that set of people or whatever. I mean, and then he had something to record with him in the booth for the Penguins of Madagascar.
Yep.
Shit. This dude.
Diedrich
Bader.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's got a big head.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I remember that guy in that movie now.
Oh. He's that guy.
Wow, that doesn't help.
I think that's him in Office Space.
Okay. It's been a long time since I've seen Office Space.
Well, that'll be next week, guys. Tune in. Don't be late.
Nah, we got other shit lined up.
All right. So sorry, I got a bit sidetracked.
Hey, look at that! A lot of the people who were in this fucking documentary were in Batman: The Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, I really dug Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yeah, Kevin Michael Richardson's great.
James Arnold Taylor.
Yep.
Holy shit.
D. Bradley Baker, Mark Hamill, Tom Kenny. I think everybody who was in this documentary was in this fucking show.
I don't recognize this guy.
Click him. I can't see him from here. John was. He might not have been in.
I don't think he was.
But Jeff Bennett definitely was.
Will Wheaton wasn't.
No.
Greg Ellis wasn't.
No. Okay, well, maybe not everybody, but a bunch of
so
like the
other-
first handful of people.
Other than Corey Burton, everyone after John Wesley Shipp wasn't in it. Oh, there's Robin Atkin-Downs.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in.
Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not such a bad show. It really pissed me off with the art style. I didn't like it.
Oh, that's to each their own, I suppose.
All right, back to
Now that we're
I
done
know
trying
that
to.
voice.
Yes, it wasn't helpful that we couldn't think of some of these people's names, and tried to just describe them as the guy with the big head.
He has a big head. I bet. No one knew that. I was like, I bet some people got it, and I remember our audience is 5.
Yeah, and I doubt most
Jordan may have gotten it. He's seen the movie
Okay.
a few times.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What were some of the people that surprised you? Like, as far as characters they've done, or surprised you? I was like, oh shit, I wouldn't have guessed they were this person.
I mean, what was it, like James Arnold Taylor was saying, like, he doesn't necessarily look like somebody who would play Fred Flintstone, but I guess kind of beyond that, I mean, I don't know. Nobody particularly surprised me with voices and the versatility that a lot of them have with their voices.
Yeah.
What always blows my mind, though, is actually the people who are voice actors, and they're good, but a lot of the time it's just their own voice.
Like,
Stephen Bloom.
Yeah, for sure, him.
And then the guy who plays Billy on Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, and
must
Invader Zim, Richard Horton.
Yeah, that must just be his actual voice. And
Richard Horvitz, that's his name.
Horowitz. Okay. Yeah. Like, I think the first time I saw that, I'm like, is he doing the voice? And then he continued to talk that whole way. I'm like, oh, that's just his voice.
Yeah, I thought he was doing the voice, too. I was like, all right, come, let's clean it up now.
Nope, that's just his voice.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, but it's landed him a job.
Yeah.
So.
And Breckenmeyer also said that in the end credits, where he was saying how he wishes, like, he's like, can I just do my voice?
Can they sound like me?
Where he's like looking at a sketch and like, oh, I think he sounds like this. Maybe he sounds like me, huh?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, I think Tara Strong said that. It's like there's some people who, who have a voice that they can use.
Yeah, like a kitsch voice.
Yeah, that just works. But a lot of people need to have that versatility.
Yeah. Ed Asner has a voice like that. I mean, he doesn't do other voices, but his voice is iconic.
He just likes acting, as he said. And you know what? More power to you.
As long as I can play pretend, I'm a happy boy. In so many words, Ed Asner said that.
Yes.
Santa Claus, everyone. And Carl, what's his fuck from Up?
Yes.
What's his last name in Up?
I didn't watch Up.
You haven't seen Up?
No.
You haven't seen Up?
No, I have not seen Up.
Up was good.
Why the fuck do you think we're doing this podcast, man? It's just an excuse for me to watch movies.
I'm tired of making you watch movies.
But I also really liked a lot of the insights. I think one of my favorite ones that was like, it wasn't even so much an insight, but like when they were talking about finding the voice for Bender in Futurama.
Oh, yeah.
And how it's like when John DiMaggio came in and did the voice, Matt Groening's like, yeah, that is supposed to be Bender's voice. Just before his audition, we didn't know that.
Right, yeah.
It's like you literally can't picture Bender sounding any other way.
Right. I feel like that show would have been canceled had they just stuck with the guys who actually did like robot voices.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that show, I'd say at least early on, probably relies a little bit on Bender.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Bender's such a great character. And when they were mentioning that whole, like, everybody doing the robotic voice, I like that in one episode, eventually, he got to do a robotic voice. When he was just like, I am Bender, please insert girder. Wasn't even attempting Bender there, but he was
right.
robotic. Oh, fuck. What was that episode even? Oh, it was the one with the bureaucrat who has sex with Fry and Bender catches them, and so she steals Bender's memory so he doesn't remember that happened.
Oh, really? Is that an episode that has to do with Hermes?
Yeah, it's how Hermes requisitioned his groove back.
Oh,
is the name of the episode.
I've seen the end of that episode. I didn't see that part, though. The setup to it doesn't sound like...
Yeah, because then Bender gets his memory back, and he goes, I am Bender, please insert liquor.
But yeah, I some of the guys who do this seem interesting. Like, well, who's the guy with the Jess Harnell? Seems like an interesting dude.
Yeah.
And his all gothic chains and wristbands and hat and long Weird Al Yankovic hair.
Yeah, so it looks like a metalhead.
Yeah.
Type of dude, and he probably is.
Yeah, probably. And then but like, I was surprised that John DiMaggio just kind of seemed like a normal dude.
Yeah,
Just seemed like a guy. And you'd think like a lot of these voice actors would be kind of like, I mean, I guess maybe that's kind of like the stereotypical thing. Is like, oh, they've got they don't have camera face. But like, just seeing like a lot of their faces, it does kind of make, and also because you attribute them to characters when you hear their voices. So then you see their actual face doing these voices. It's a really weird, like, kind of shock thing.
yeah. So like, well, especially in this when they would do the voices, it's just like it's
That's
weird
what I'm saying.
to watch them work.
Like seeing, even though it sounds very similar to John DiMaggio's voice anyway, but watching him do the ADR for Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, because it's just a slightly it's a very less drunk Bender. Like, it's just kind of his normal voice. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so to see the voice come out of the actual person is just such a weird moment. And D. Bradley Baker making all the fucking noises. On
His
the
sound effects were fucking insane.
Yeah.
How did they not get Carl Winslow on this, by the way?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Well, maybe he's annoying. But a lot of the big ones that really like were jarring for me are the women who do kids' voices. Those ones really got me.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't realize that Pamela Alden, where is she?
This is going to be a lot of this. Oh, the woman who
Pamela
was on
Adlon. I didn't realize
from Louie, right?
Yeah, from Lucky Louie, and I forgot
Louie.
she's on Louie.
She's the voice of Bobby.
Yeah, that was like, holy shit, really?
Yeah. That was a weird one. Just like hearing Nancy Cartwright do Bart Simpson was kind of an interesting one.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I guess it was mostly the women doing like boy voices is what really throws me off.
Yeah.
Even though that's pretty much the go-to. Very rarely do they ever have a guy do a boy's voice.
Yeah. Because, puberty hasn't hit yet.
Right.
Voice is not as deep.
No.
Okay, I don't know if I can.
How deep can you go?
I think that was probably about it. It's going to be a fascinating podcast. It's going to be like...
How high can you go?
Anyways. Look, you already got me to do SpongeBob. I'm not doing that again.
All right, do Patrick.
Hold on,
Hey, what'd they say in the thing? You got to just do it now. You can't go.
No, yeah. No, I know. We're on a fucking podcast. I'm not getting paid to do this shit. All right? I can take all the damn time I want.
Go.
Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
That didn't help at all.
And that was not a bad SpongeBob.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So actually, one thing too that I found interesting that they mentioned. Actually, I was going to ask you, because I knew you also wanted to be a voice actor. So they mentioned it's not just doing a voice.
Oh yeah.
It's
I like
can
this
you
part.
do a voice? Like, can you read anything in that voice?
Mm-hmm. Can you be that voice? Not so much just do it.
Can you stay in that voice and just keep going?
Can you be angry in that voice? Can you be happy in that voice? Can you be sad in that voice?
Yeah,
can you get punched in the stomach in that voice?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. So is there any voice that you like, either a voice or an imitation that you think you can do and maintain?
Yeah, I don't know. Not like any voice that I mean, I could probably just goofing around pick a random voice that
and you could stick to that while you're goofing around, but then like you
Right.
can't go back to it.
Well, I was just
later.
gonna say it'd be like a voice, not that I made up, but like
no, I know.
not a voice that I'm doing like an impression for. But I was thinking about that. I was like, I really don't know if I could do that. And then I was thinking, actually, it'd be kind of funny to, and you've probably seen that video of the guys who do the voices of Goku and Vegeta dubbing movies with Goku and Vegeta's voices.
No, I've never seen this.
You haven't seen that video?
No.
Oh, it's really funny. They
Okay.
do like Independence Day and Step Brothers and shit.
Okay.
But I was thinking it'd be funny to take movie scenes and then just redo their voices. Like, keep it tonally correct, but then just dub in stupid, silly voices, and then even leave the dialogue the same. Just as like not necessarily a way to practice, but like just as something to do. Because it'd be, one, funny, and two, interesting to try and do. And what's a synonym for practice?
Rehearse.
Rehearse? No, another one.
I don't know, man. Practice is like what are you trying to say? Like,
I'm trying to say practice, but it's not the right word. I'm thinking like technique.
rehearse.
No, something to like make your training. God damn it.
Gotta look up the synonyms.
Cinnamon.
Oh, you're already there. You're like a million miles ahead of me. But anyways, practice, like rehearse.
Yeah, that's really irritating. I can't. Oh, no, technique. That's still not it.
I'm not sure what the word is you're trying to get to. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
me neither. Well, there's something in there.
Okay. Anyways, as a way to like refine.
A method of practice. Well,
Anyways,
it's
practice.
fine. The word's gone.
The moment's passed. But the one actually I have seen like that was when the SpongeBob voice actors redubbed classic movies. Mm-hmm. And they did like Casablanca. I think they did The Godfather.
Well, and then also Shakespeare. Who quoted Shakespeare?
Oh, they all did. Like they had everybody read. I'm not sure what scene from what, but they had everybody read from Shakespeare. They had a bunch of people read Ezekiel 25:17.
Yeah, that was at the very, very beginning.
Yep. Now, if I were to make a complaint about this doc, is that it jumped around a lot. Like, you'd be in the middle of one thing, and then it's like, and randomly, here's some, like, the Jim Cummings, Kevin Michael Richardson, Mike Tyson voice thing. It was like, they were in the middle of something else, and it's like, and randomly, here's these two guys doing their Mike Tyson impressions. So, like, there was a lot of that.
Well, I don't think it was that random, because that was when they started talking about the camaraderie between voice actors.
I suppose. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was just trying to think, because I think what was more jarring was there wasn't really a transition to that. It was more like they were talking. I don't even remember what they were talking about beforehand, and then they just dropped that in, right? And like I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we changed topics now.
Right.
So that's kind of my biggest issue with this, because I really do enjoy this documentary, but that sort of thing when that pops up,
I did notice that though, because they did that with the old guy who was like playing piano at the player piano, and then just got up. He's like, "And I'm not one of them."
Yeah.
Like that was just kind of like out of nowhere. But I mean, I guess it just kind of adds to the overall theme of the documentaries that it's just, it's a light, funny thing. And it's also showing how, like, in the one guy's words, how you can never grow up if you want to be a voice actor kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I did notice that too. Every once in a while it would be a little jarring, like, okay.
Switch topics.
Are we going back to the conversation now?
Nope. Guess that's over. But no, yeah, back to my previous... So, like, back to my previous perfect example of just jarringly changing topics.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But yeah, is there any voice that you think, like... Or is there, like, is there a voice you think you can maintain and do a long time in a specific voice?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I would have to just try it. I mean, I've gone, like, maybe a minute or two, like... an actual minute or two, not like, wait a moment. like doing like a voice like this, like that kind of like prissy guy just to fuck with Kate. But I mean, I don't really do it methodically or anything.
Yeah, and that's understandable because like I know I used
Tactic. That's the word I was fucking thinking of. Tactic.
It's like a rehearsal, like a practice tactic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm glad we got back to that. So I used to do like this old guy voice. Like when I would play.
God, that would get hard to do for a while.
No, actually, I don't know why it didn't actually. It does irritate after a while, but like I would play Metal Gear Solid 3 while Nick was watching, and I would do this voice and just kind of narrate what was going on.
That sounds like maybe John DiMaggio after recording for Metal Gear Solid.
It probably.
Or, no, not Metal Gear Solid. I'm thinking Gears of War.
Yeah.
God fuck me. God
Okay, it's
damn
because I
it.
just said Metal Gear Solid. I'll give you that pass. But yeah, I would just do that, and Nick would crack up when I was doing that. So I could do that for a while. I think, yeah, I'd need to like have something to keep everything lubricated back there because it'll dry out pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
The other one I think I can do pretty well. Like, I think I do a decent enough impersonation of Bane from Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, do you?
Ah, you think darkness is your ally? I was born in it, molded by it.
So,
Go ahead, finish it.
I didn't see light until I was already a man, and by then it was nothing to me but blinding.
It's blinding. You got to get that crackle.
well, see, I also haven't seen the movie in a while, so like that's my. But and on that point, which is one of my favorite little tidbits Hank Azaria talks about, is how it's like he's just doing kind of lazy imitations. It's like they're the voice. It's like Lou's just kind of a lazy Stallone. And then when you hear like those voices, like, yeah, I see where he was going with that.
Right. I wonder if he came up with it that way or just after the fact he was like, it's kind of like this. Or maybe someone said like, oh, that kind of sounds like Stallone. He's like, yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, if you watch like a lot of, especially early Simpsons, and then as it moves on, like the voices definitely are different, somewhat. I think, and I don't know if it's just the recording technology or if they like are continuing to refine the voice until they get it.
I'd say it's
spot
both.
on. Yeah, but but I always thought that was kind of an interesting thing. It's like he's just kind of trying to imitate somebody, and that's the voice you get for the character.
Right. Yeah, but like, I kind of like that idea too because I don't know. It seems like it'd be really hard to be original as a voice actor. Yeah. Like what they were saying, like how most people when they do the Joker now, you have to be careful that it's just not an impression of Mark Hamill doing the Joker.
Oh, and I like when she's like, if I want a Mark Hamill, I'll just get Mark Hamill.
Right. Or how they said the original Obi-Wan Kenobi's never going to be Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor's never going to be Obi-Wan again. Do something original.
So
and the best he could do was combine the two.
Yeah. Like, because, I mean, to be fair, Clone Wars takes place before Revenge of the Sith, but...
Yes. Somewhere between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. So, never mind. I was going to say, because, I mean, it would make sense if it takes place between the prequel and the original trilogy. But it doesn't. And I also like the one guy does, like, the voice for all the clones, and he has to do the same voice, but slightly different.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Wasn't that D. Bradley Baker?
It might have been D. Bradley Baker.
Yeah, it was him. Because he had that little it's an Australian voice, and then like you said, one with a little more swagger, one with a little aggression, one that's like a little more somber.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit! And then like you see them on screen, and they do all sound different.
Yeah.
You know,
they sound similar but different.
Right. One thing I was bummed about was that they didn't actually play John DiMaggio's voice for the Joker in the Red Hood.
Have you looked it up?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you should look it up.
All right.
I think it's because I've actually seen bits with it, and it was kind of it was an interesting Under the Red Hood. No, Under the Red Hood, not the Under the Red Hood.
Fuck you. Okay, here we go. John, you want to go see that?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not seeing that.
I don't know what clouds your judgment worse. Your guilt or your antiquated sense of morality. Bruce, I forgive you.
That sounds
For
horrible.
not saving me. But why? Why on God's earth? Is he still alive?
Gotta give the boy points. He came all the way back from the dead to make this shindig happen. So, who's got a camera? Ooh, get one of me and the kid first. Then you and me, then the three of us. And then one with the crowbar. Then...
You'll be as quiet as possible, or I'll put one in your lap first.
God. Jason Todd sounds horrible in this.
That is not a good Red Hot.
You be quiet as possible, or I'll put one in your head.
Yeah.
God, he sounds like a fucking dope. No offense to whoever did it. I mean, other people approved and signed off on that voice, but it sounds bad.
Yeah, I've really only kind of heard some of John DiMaggio's Joker, and I liked it.
Yeah, I like that too.
But man, Jason Todd was too breathy.
Yeah.
I think was the issue.
What do you mean? I gotta look up who did it now.
No, all due respect to whoever that actor is.
It's Jensen Ackles? Wait. Isn't that from... Yeah, Supernatural. Well, you fucked it up, Supernatural. It's not very good.
Well, you know what? But who's laughing now? He's the one who's on Supernatural, so,
Why is that bad?
No, it's not bad.
Oh, okay. Neil Patrick Harris was Dick Grayson. That's neat.
Huh. Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that. Bruce Timm played the Riddler. He's the guy who designed Batman.
Yeah.
In the 90s, anyway. The Batman animated series.
Yeah.
He made that show.
And it's not Kevin Conroy as Batman.
Yeah, Bruce Greenwood. He did Batman's voice in Young Justice also.
Weird. Is Kevin Conroy not available at that?
I don't know. Probably didn't want to pay Kevin Conroy money.
That's probably the most likely scenario there.
Because he's probably charging out the ass now, because he fucking can.
Yeah, because he is the voice of Batman.
He only comes back for the big movies, like The Killing Joke.
Which I heard was just awful.
Yeah, same. I heard it was basically a Batgirl movie, which would have been fine if they would have just said, this is Batgirl the movie.
Yeah, but they based it on The Killing Joke, which is a really short story. Mm-hmm. Did not need to be an hour and a half.
Some could say that about The Hobbit.
Well, yeah, that didn't need to be 3 movies.
3 hours apiece.
Yeah. I would have been okay with 2 movies, 3 hours apiece. That's pushing it, but I probably would have been okay with that.
Do you think anyone can read The Hobbit in 9 hours?
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know if I could read
it's
that
like
fast.
a 200-page book. It's not that long.
I know, but I'm a slow reader, John.
I mean, I am too. I couldn't do it, but I just finally finished fucking Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Oh, yeah? How was it?
It was good.
Recommend it to our viewers, listeners.
Yes, that, The Martian. I'm reading Good Omens right now.
What about Butt Ugly Martians? Do you recommend that?
I did not get into that show. Nick did for a little bit, but
it seems like a show Nick would like.
It's a show called Butt Ugly Martians.
What are you saying about Nick? Are you saying
he
he's
was
a butt
into
ugly
that?
Martian?
He was into the weird shit when he was younger. Still is, but.
Do you like Sexual Lobster?
I didn't really get into sexual.
Yeah, see, I didn't get into that one either.
But of course, Nick loved it.
Fuck you, Nick.
There's a couple good Sexual Lobster ones.
Yeah.
Fucking Wrong Number. I fucking love Wrong Number.
I haven't seen Wrong Number.
That's a good one.
I like Rectal Computer.
See, I didn't really care for Rectal Computer.
I just like him saying, I think it's got a virus. That's like my favorite line in Rectal Computer.
But back to I know that voice.
I mean, how, Rectal Computer. I know that
it's voice acting.
It's the same thing.
And back to imitations that we think we can do too, because I'm just curious too, like, is there any character, not even for long periods of time, is there any characters that you think you can do?
Oh,
just like imitate a line. Like, I know they say like that's, they were all like, please don't ever do that around us because it's kind of annoying. But which, hey, fair.
I mean, like, there's a bunch of little impressions. Like, I'll do Bob from Bob's Burgers. It's like a shitty H. John Benjamin, or sometimes I'll do Patrick Warburton, which basically it's either Putty from Seinfeld or Joe from Family Guy.
Or just Patrick Warburton ever.
Yeah. Well,
See, there you go. But that's how Hank Azaria does it. It's just kind of shitty impressions.
Yeah.
Equals voice.
And then, I don't really know if I do any other. I mean, like, I know I do, but it's hard to think about when you're on the spot like that. Like, because I know I do a bunch of stupid fucking voices all the time, but I don't know which ones I do as of right now.
Well, I mean, shit, earlier today you did your kind of lazy Mr. Krabs as we were... I don't know if it was lazy or if that was really your best attempt, but the appetizer.
Oh, it's the appetizer! Yeah.
Yeah. So... You know, and I completely understand that we're going 100% against the spirit of what this documentary was saying at points was like, you know.
No, fuck them.
Well,
who are they? They're just voice actors. We can do whatever we want.
Well, we're not going to get any of those people on this podcast.
I think they'll appreciate getting a fuck you from a fan. Yeah. I'm a fan, and I can say fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, to answer your way earlier question, whatever surprised me, every time I see Mark Hamill do the Joker...
Oh, yeah.
Always blows my mind. Also, what surprised me was how goddamn deep that
V-neck was. I was like, is he just in a robe? What the fuck, Mark Hamill? Put on some clothes. You're not good looking anymore.
No, that was just a super, super deep V-neck.
I think that'll be the title for the episode is You're Not Good Looking Anymore. Put on some clothes. Either that or super, super deep V-neck.
I'm leaning towards super, super deep V-neck.
Either way, we insulted him. You mostly. I can't believe all the stuff you said about him before we hit record.
Anyways, I apologize.
All those racial slurs towards Mark Hamill, which is weird because he's a white guy.
I definitely did not say anything.
You called him so many words.
Just no.
Yeah, you said he's gotten bigger over the years. Really fat.
I didn't say anything about Mark Hamill.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
I didn't say a damn thing about Mark Hamill until just now. When we're talking about him.
Uh-huh.
And you're lying about me about him.
Lying?
About me.
What about you?
You're lying about me.
Oh.
Anyway.
All
right, let's watch this thing.
Okay.
Let's start this Hooper sketch.
Oh, that was a nice JonTron reference, by the way.
Thanks.
For anyone who doesn't know, so we're going to you're going to have to listen to this. We're going to watch the video of voice actor Sean Schemmel and Christopher Sabat do not impressions. They're doing voices for both Goku, Vegeta, and also, King Kai. And then also the guy who does Frieza, Chris Ayers. Ayers?
It's got an S at the end. I assume it's plural.
It was just Ayer. Anyway, they're going to be doing the voices of Vegeta, Frieza, Goku, King Kai, and they're going to be dubbing over actual movies' voices.
Okay.
It's pretty neat.
Let's do this.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. Don't even think about it, just name. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Velociraptor! Favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to.
Good housekeeping.
If you were a chick, who's the one guy you'd sleep with?
John Stamos.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yep.
Mr. Megatu, if I could just have a minute of your time, please. Just 1 minute of your time, please, sir. Derek? Derek, hey.
What do you want?
I was trying to talk to Megatu, but he's tougher to get to than the president.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me what a bad new Googleizer I am.
A what?
Are you Googleizer, one who speaks at funerals? Or do you think I'd be too stupid to know what a you-googly was? I had no idea you could milk a cat. Oh yeah, you can milk anything with nipples. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Because it's Friday, because you are unemployed, and you don't have a thing to do. Homeboy?
All right! This white devil thing has gone far enough. Nobody messes with a Jew!
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Until we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday. But as the day the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day. Yeah! Suck it in!
Neat.
I scored some pretty good.
Yes. All right, that was much fun.
Yes.
Quite.
Yes. You know what? There's really no Dragon Ball Z voices I do.
None.
I don't think so.
Me neither.
I mean, like Vegeta, I guess, because it's just a deep British accent.
Okay.
But, I mean, for as much as I love that show, yeah, I really can't do any voices from it.
You know, it happens.
Yeah.
I can kind of do Patrick, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I can't do anybody else on that show. So.
How about Plankton? Oh, Plankton I do every once in a while.
Let's hear it. Hey, on the spot, let's go.
I need a line. See, I just do quotes.
I don't know. I don't know any lead-ins for Plankton.
Yeah.
Okay, do I'll remember you all in therapy.
Oh. Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy. That's basically it.
Nice. That's pretty good. Why aren't we doing this for an hour and a half? Just like, can you do that? Let's hear it.
That'll be the title of the episode is Can You Do That?
Yeah. Let's hear it. ...
Let's hear it. And how do we do ellipses, John? It's space, period, space, period, space, period, space, next phrase.
No. It's word, period, 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 word.
No. It's word, period, 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 space, word.
We're not...
That's the way I
argument.
like to do it. That's the third argument of the podcast now.
Podcast is over. We're done. I quit. I can't work in these conditions.
Is there anything else you want to talk about of this movie? How did you find out about this movie? Who told you about it?
I saw
When'd you watch it?
I seriously saw a trailer for this movie.
Really? Where?
YouTube? Yeah, must have been. Huh. I don't remember where I saw the trailer, but I'm like, it might have been even on Reddit, and I'm like, interesting. I clicked it to just watch the trailer. I'm like, that seems really interesting, and then I didn't watch it for 2 years because I didn't know where to find it, and then it was on Netflix for a while.
Oh yeah, that's where Jordan saw it, and then I was gonna watch it, and I just never did. But it's on Prime for Frizzy, by the way. If anyone has Amazon Prime, yeah. If you pay $100 a year, you can watch it for free.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you get with Prime, by the way.
It's just that movie.
Right.
As many times as you like.
No. Only twice.
Biannually. You can't even watch them back to back. It's once every 6 months.
Correctamundo.
Actually, no. It's 1 month, and then you can watch it 3 months later, and then you got to go 9 months without watching it again.
I mean, I think I could go 9 months without watching this movie.
I mean, probably same.
It was a good movie, but I don't know if it's one I need to watch every day.
Yeah, no, this is, like, again, despite the lightness of it and everything, I don't necessarily know if this is one to sit down and watch every day. It'd be interesting background noise if you're, like, trying to have something going on in the background.
Yeah, I suppose.
While you're doing something, this might be an interesting one, unless you hear a bunch of funny voices. And then, fucking... Yeah, I don't know if this is necessarily one that...
I don't really know if any documentary is.
I could probably watch Jiro Dreams of Sushi at least twice in a row.
Really?
Yeah. But that's just because the fucking camera work, especially like watching them cut fish and shit. Oh man, I could watch that all day. I was watching MasterChef today. We're watching Gordon Ramsay fucking fillet a fish. And it was fucking crazy watching him just,
I mean, like...
fillet, got the other fillet. He's got like the entire fucking fish skeleton in the one hand. And then he divvies up the fillet into 10 even pieces.
I'll watch recipe videos all day, but I mean, it's got to be different recipes. And then, I wouldn't like watch the same recipe over and over and over again. I mean, I have, but
especially if you're trying to
If I'm like,
recreate it
yeah,
as you're
it's
going.
like usually when I'm trying to make it in the kitchen and I have to keep backing the video up 10 seconds because they went through what spices go in the mix too fast.
A dash of this, a tablespoon of this, and
Yeah, fuck you, binging with Babish. You know how fast you go.
yeah, he's probably the worst for it. Maybe You Suck at Cooking's pretty bad too.
You Suck at Cooking? What's that?
It's another cooking show where he actually does a lot of healthy ones, but it's more of a comedy focused one. You only ever see the dude's hands.
Oh, he's biting on binging with Babish's.
No, but from like a top-down perspective, so you're like looking at the cutting board and you see his hands. From like you're above the cutting board.
Oh, I think actually then Babish may have referenced him before because he's done shots like that.
No, he was actually on the. Did you see the clay roasted thigh one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on that. You Suck at Cooking was on that episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And
So-
Kate likes Hannibal, so there you go.
Yeah. I wouldn't even attempt that because it looks so goddamn complicated. But,
Clay roasted thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
ignoring
some of those is just for the effect.
Well,
Just
yeah.
because it's so grand. No one's ever gonna make that. I guess maybe diehard fans would, but
Yeah. I don't know.
I watch this show mostly just for like cooking ideas.
Yeah.
I do have his cooking cookbook though.
Nice. Molly made what was it? Puerco Pibil after watching him do that one.
Made what?
Puerco Pibil.
Sorry?
Puerco Pibil.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's just like a slow cooked pork.
Oh, okay.
It's the one he did for Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
I'm trying to remember which one that was. Is it like when you do in the oven, or do you do it in a
it's when you do
crock
in the
pot?
oven. You like you slice it into like cubes. And I couldn't even possibly tell you what goes in the marinade off the top of my head, except tequila. I know like the finest tequila you can get your hands on.
Rum ham?
No, no, he does rum ham.
Yes, he does do a rum ham.
And he does fucking. Did you see the new one? He did Always Sunny 2.
Yeah, he did. Well, I don't know
There's
what we're in
the
that.
grilled Frank, the Island Paradise drink or whatever the hell it was called. Something like
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
And I cannot for the life of me remember what the third thing was.
Shit. What was the crazy? It was like a pancake thing he made.
That was the grilled Frank.
Oh, okay. I can't remember what the third one was either.
Remember.
Well, let's just make a podcast where we talk about one of the biggest YouTube channels currently that gets trending all the time.
He needs our help.
Right, exactly. Just like Cataclysm needs our help.
Yeah.
This bruised ego from earlier in the night, folks.
Yep. But so, yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah, this
I know
is
that voice is
quick
fun.
and concise.
Yeah.
But oh, you're saying the movie?
Oh,
Yeah,
the movie was
I
a fun
enjoyed the
one.
movie.
It's been a fun podcast.
I mean, I haven't had any fun.
Well, I don't
We've
give
been
a shit.
arguing this whole fucking time.
It's your fucking fault.
Our fault.
No, it's yours. You instigate.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I dug this movie. I'm glad I finally got to watch it, and yeah, I mean, I pretty much
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
I was thinking of something and I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Go find it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, you know which one I was surprised that.
Back to another person surprised by voice.
Well, I wasn't surprised about their voice. I was surprised what jobs they had listed for them. Was is her name just Gray Delilah? It's Gray, right?
I have no fucking clue.
She was the one where they had like a side profile shot kind of her. She was listed as doing the voice in Scooby Doo. I think her name is Gray. Yeah, Gray Delisle. Delisle?
Oh, yeah.
Delilah?
Yeah, her.
Well, okay, so I was surprised that they didn't list fucking Avatar, The Last Airbender, because she's the voice of Zuko's sister. And that was like a crazy big role for her. She's all over Samurai Jack. Danny Phantom, I guess I didn't notice.
Apparently Fairly Odd Parents, too.
I think she might be Vicky, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, she is Vicky. Foster's Home, she's Frankie, I believe. Billy and Mandy, she's Mandy. But yeah, she does a ton of shit. I really like her voice. She's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in Bolt.
Good for her. I've never seen Bolt.
Yeah, she's got married a few times. What's wrong, Gray Delilah? Can't you keep it together?
But yeah, no, good doc.
Which one of the voice actors was your favorite, do you think? Not like based on like just
like just in general,
in general.
I like their
Yeah,
stuff, or or their personality in this documentary.
We'll do both.
I mean, I really, really enjoy pretty much everything Phil LaMarr does.
Yeah.
Phil LaMarr's a good one. I don't know, man. I like a lot of them because a lot of them do voices that I like. So, shit. Oh, there's another person whose face voice doesn't match. The guy does the voice of Johnny Bravo.
Oh, Jeff Bennett?
Yeah.
Yeah. He also did the voice of Genie in the one that didn't have Robin Williams.
I thought that was Dan Castellaneta. Was
Oh,
Genie.
yeah. Why do I always get that mixed up?
I don't know. I went to the same school as Dan Castellaneta. Apparently. I remember seeing somewhere that he went to
not Hananiga.
No.
I was like, what?
No.
He went to our high school?
No.
Okay, yeah, college.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
Once you get out of high school, when people say my school, they're usually just talking about college.
I don't know. Sorry.
Danica Patrick went to the same high school I did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She's from Roscoe.
I thought she was from Rockford.
No, she's from Roscoe as far as I'm aware.
Oh, I didn't realize it was Roscoe. Well, she didn't go to Hananiga, though.
Yeah, she did.
She did?
Yeah.
I could have swore
They've got a banner at Hananiga that says, like...
Yeah, but it's not for racing.
No,
I just
but it was
assumed
basically
like
like
every
she went
school
there.
in Rockford had that banner.
No. She
in the
went to
Roscoe
Hananiga.
Rockford area. Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more shit about her, that she only got a banner.
I mean... Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if GoDaddy makes Hananiga's website.
Probably not. I don't know who does.
You know, she was really off to the races to get out of this area. Huh?
I don't blame her.
Did you get it, though?
Yes, I got it.
All right.
But, yeah, so I would definitely recommend this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
and
I didn't finish engaging in your other question, too, about fucking who I liked the most.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Phil LaMarr, Kevin Michael Richardson, Jim Cummings.
Who is the old guy who does the voice of Uncle Ruckus?
I don't know his name.
Ah, shit. I'll look him up real quick.
But I like that he gave the exact opposite advice to everybody, where they're like, you gotta start, you gotta work your way up and all that. And he's like, if you can do a funny voice, quit your job, come to Hollywood.
Well, goddamn it, where are they? No, not Kevin Michael Richardson. Fuck. Oh, I think it was Marion Ross who does SpongeBob's grandma.
Yeah.
I was surprised she was still alive.
I was surprised. Well, actually...
Not that I knew anything about her. I was just surprised.
Well, June Foray just recently died.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Let me double check. Because I would feel very bad about, like saying that wrong.
Oh, Gary Anthony Williams.
Yeah, June Foray died in 2017. And then Gary Anthony Williams.
Yeah, he does the voice of Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah.
He's actually just the same age as my daddy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot in common. Oh, he was in Undercover Brother. Yeah, he played Smart Brother, I think.
I don't watch that one.
Oh, you haven't seen that one?
No.
Oh, it's funny. It's like a blaxploitation movie with Eddie Griffin. It's pretty good. It's got Neil Patrick Harris in it. But I mean, he's a small role. Dave Chappelle. Yeah, Denise Richards, Chris Kattan, but fuck him. Super annoying. Huh. That's an old fucking movie now. What are you looking at? You on your phone? You texting?
Yeah.
You texting on this podcast?
I am. You were looking at this.
Yeah, it's about movies.
Yeah.
We're talking about movies.
All right.
Who are you texting? Are you texting Nick?
Mom.
Well, tell her that you're on a podcast right now, and I have a few words with her. I'll have to have a few words with her later.
Anyways. How about you? Who were your, like, who did you find most interesting?
I definitely dig Steve Bloom just because his voice is fucking cool. Just by itself, it just sounds cool, which is why he's the voice of Tom from Toonami.
Yes.
I mean, John DiMaggio just seems like a really cool guy. Gray Delisle, I like her. And Gary Williams Johnson, was that?
You just had it all.
I know, and then I clicked on Undercover Brother. Gary Anthony Williams. Sorry, Gary. And then also...
also, I'll add Tara Strong and Nancy Cartwright to that as well.
Oh, yeah. And then the other big black guy who had the Mike Tyson impression off.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yes. By the way, he did a much better job. I didn't think Jim Cummings did that good of a job at all.
No, I don't either. Kevin Michael Richardson, as we discussed on the Mortal Kombat podcast, was the voice of Goro.
Oh, that's him. Okay. So he's also the voice of Principal Lewis.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
But
he seems like he'd be a cool person just based on the voices he does.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, I wish he was more like Principal Lewis in real life.
Probably not.
I want him to be, though.
Principal Lewis doesn't seem like the best of people, but...
He seems like a good person to watch.
From a safe distance.
From like 10 feet away.
But, yeah, again, good doc.
Mm-hmm.
Very enjoyable. If you haven't watched it yet, highly recommend it.
That means you, Jordan. Go watch it. I know you haven't seen it yet.
Nick. Both of you, if you're both listening.
Jordan's seen it.
No, Nick and Laud.
What?
My brother and Laud.
Oh, so Nick's.
Yeah, I said Nick. Both of you.
Oh, I thought you meant both of you, as in Nick and Jordan.
Anyways, Andrew listens to this.
Yeah, Andrew, you go watch this movie. Kate, you'll listen to this in a month. You watch the movie also.
Yep.
Dylan, maybe if you're listening, I don't know. I know you're working on new videos. By the way, I like them.
Yeah.
And anyone else who I don't know your name because you're a viewer from either Saudi Arabia or what was the other place?
I don't remember what the other one was. It was a weird break.
Oh, I think it was Taiwan.
Maybe.
I think it was Taiwan. If you're listening to this in Taiwan,
yeah.
I almost did a really bad, like a gibberish, but thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you for listening, not watching.
They might be on YouTube.
Do we even upload to YouTube still?
Yeah, I've been uploading to YouTube.
I didn't know.
I don't get analytics for it, so I don't think anyone watches them. But
yeah. So, but yeah, go watch. I know that.
Oh, Andrew listens on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Andrew. But yeah, so we'll be back next week. Apologies that this one's kind of late.
Right. Oh, hey.
We're late to our own show.
Oh. Yeah, what are we going to do? What are we going to do next week? We can't record with Nick because he's a human pile of garbage.
Yeah.
Who can only record on
weekends.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I might be available next weekend, but we can't do next week. Probably. I don't know when I'm going to have fucking time to watch a movie before Monday.
Oh, you know what? Race has Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. Maybe we could get him to record with us on Tuesday.
Okay, but again, well, yeah, but see, we can discuss. We'll figure out what the fucking plan is. Surprise episode next week.
Yeah.
As we always do.
Yep.
Because we fucking promised Evil Dead 2 this week.
And here we instead we got a different movie on Wednesday.
Yeah. Day late, totally different movie.
Sorry, fuckers. Tune in next week for something. Don't be late.